Hello, 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 everybody. Let me get me centered there. Wow. It's Feel Good Friday, so welcome. I am out here on one of my many favorite decks in this beautiful place, and I thought it would be a really good place to have a conversation about, are you in alignment with what you actually want? Because we can say we want something and then energetically be in a completely different, sorry that this is so, I'm gonna get it stabilized. We can say we want something and then be in a completely different energetic space and physically, mentally, or emotionally, and then not attract it and not create it. And that's really not what we're looking for, is it? And so today I want to talk about an exercise that you can do to, first of all, identify if you're in alignment or not, and then change that alignment at will on purpose, because you are a powerful creator and because you can decide. It's a choice to feel good on purpose. So I'm going to see if I get a better focus on me if I do this. I think so. But I wanted to share the vibration that I'm very fortunate to be around quite often. Okay, so alignment. What is alignment? What is vibration? It's the frequency that you operate on. It's how your way of being in life. So you are moving energetic cells, and those cells are always moving at a fast rate, medium rate, slow rate, some kind of rate, and that is your frequency or your vibration. That is what you are operating from. And so in our community, I use this symbol of a fist. Wow, it's kind of hard to get it in perspective here on this. I use the symbol of a fist. This would be the lowest possible vibration. It is locked down. Nothing good can get in. And an open palm is the higher vibration. And that means that you are open to receive, you are flowing, you are giving equally compared to how you're receiving, and your energy is just flowing. Now, I use that symbol, open and closed fist, as the two extremes, but it's really a continuum, okay? So there is a whole continuum of where your frequency is, and the more you raise the frequency, the more you will attract. And the more you will have, and the more you will experience. And when I say the more you'll have and attract and experience, I mean money vibration, I mean money, I mean health, I mean friends, I mean love, I mean experiences, I mean adventure, I mean travel. It all goes together. The higher your frequency that you operate from, the more everything that is available in the big bad matrix out there, everything that's there, everything that exists becomes available to you because you are operating at a frequency that matches that. So why don't we operate at that frequency all the time? Well, the fastest thing that slows down your frequency and closes you off and tightens you up and makes none of that possible is being in resistance. Resistance of absolutely anything. And so resistance, a lot of times it comes from resisting what is, resisting the present moment, or resisting that you can have what you want. In other words, denying your biological and spiritual design, which is to have high frequency. If you fight against that, deny it, don't think it's possible, give up on it, any of those kinds of things, then that is also a huge, huge form of resistance. Is going to get in your way about everything that you possibly want to have. Thinking something's not for you, thinking that it's not available to you. Our friend is chiming in. That's all resistance, and that's the fastest thing that slows down your energy. So how do you prevent that from happening, and how do you keep your frequency high so that you can have what you want? Well, action is the activator. So I'm actually going to go, I'm just going to park inside here, and I think you'll be able to see even better. But action is the activator. You can think of action as an activator. So for example, I spoke with somebody yesterday who, let me see, no, that won't work. I spoke with somebody yesterday who she even said the words, I have a poverty mindset. I am so bound up and in scarcity mindset with money, where money is concerned, that I literally have a poverty mindset. And then when we got to talking about an investment to help train her out of that, she immediately pulled back and locked down. And I share this as an example, not to point her out, because many, many, many people have this, but it's such a good example that pulling back, her actions then confirmed her poverty mindset. Does that make sense? Instead of solving a problem, finding a way to invest in the training she wants to break free of her poverty mindset, she went on lockdown and said, no, it's just not available or possible for me. So her actions there reinforced and proved really the lower frequency, as opposed to solving a problem, believing it's possible, taking a step at a time, at least putting in the action before deciding mentally it's just not possible and I can't do it. So action is really our activator for raising our frequency. So identify what you want. It's 3 steps here. Identify what you want, release any resistance about it, including that you can't have it, can't afford it, can't find the time for it. Whatever version of can't have it goes through your mind, and then take some action toward it. Take every action toward it. Don't ever stop taking action toward it until you prove yourself right that you have it. So we're at incredible, the opposite of being in alignment is when we're misaligned in our own internal state. And misaligned in our own internal state is saying we want something and then acting in a way that doesn't get it. The aligned state is saying we want something and acting in a way that gets it. And a lot of times people will get very stressed about this, and I understand because I've been there too, where it feels very, very stressful to want something and to not know how. I'm saying release the how. Stay in the fact that you want it, and then start moving your feet. There's a great African proverb about pray but move your feet. Start moving your feet toward it. Believe that you can have it just like any other human on this planet can, and move toward it. And anytime the word but comes in, that's your sign that you've slipped back into resistance. And so when you allow that to feel stressful, then you can get a sense of maybe I shouldn't want so much. Maybe that's how I get things back in alignment, is I'll just stop wanting so much. And that way my dreams and what I want will match how I'm feeling, and it'll be in sync. And in a way, that is more aligned, but it's not what you want. So what you want to do really is dream those dreams and then get yourself up to speed with those dreams. Get yourself, instead of trying to slow things around you down and have smaller goals and, keep it in a contained space, which is resistance, you want to dream big and then move yourself up to match that vibration. And that is called capacity. That's one of the things, the 3 core things that through strategies, mental, physical, and emotional, and thought management, and spiritual, in the Vibrant Woman, we accomplish 3 things. I support you in finding clarity about what you want. I support you in building the capacity to rise yourself to that frequency of what you want. And I support you in building the courage to take the action that helps you activate that frequency. So that's what we do in the Vibrant Woman, but I wanted to give everybody here today an exercise that you can do that will help you match your alignment to what you want, help you match your frequency to be in alignment with what you want. And this is called the Vibrancy Gauge. So at least 3 times today, I want you to set a phone reminder and say, I'm going to check in with myself at least 3 times today. And when I check in, I'm going to review the last hour, neutrally review. And I'm going to write down, first of all, what was I doing? And then I'm going to scale it on a 1 to 10 scale for my amount of engagement that I had with that activity and my energy level after that hour, after being involved in that activity. So engagement is focus. Like the time just flew by. You were so engrossed in what you were doing. You were completely engaged. So on a 1 to 10 scale, that 10 would be completely engaged. Like don't even know where the hour went. You were so enthralled with what you were doing. Okay? That's the engagement scale. A 1 would be you could hardly keep your mind on it. You were daydreaming. You were all over the place. It was the worst hour ever because you weren't focused. Then you have the energy. So your energy is mental, physical, and emotional. 10 would be abundant, sustainable, feeling good, feeling active, feeling like you could sustain what you're doing for a long, long time. That's a 10 high energy. A 1 is I'm dragging. I can't even hardly focus on that. So each of the 3 points today, review your last hour. What were you doing? What was your engagement? What was your energy? Add the number of your engagement and your energy, and then look at that on a scale of now 1 to 20, right? And see where you are. That's your vibrancy. A 20 is fully vibrant. A 0 is not vibrant at all. And likely you're somewhere there in the middle. Then here's what you get to do. If you are, say, below, I don't know, 16, 17, something like that, 15 for sure, then your vibrancy is not optimized. And that means either you are not doing the things with your time that you want to be doing, or you mentally, physically, and emotionally are not aligned with what you're doing in that time. Either way, the change can be made. The change is up to you. All you have to do is have awareness of it and then make a change. Do a different action. Think a different thought. Do something for yourself physically so that you increase both your engagement numbers and your energy numbers. So I'm asking for 3 times a day today, and go ahead and put in the comments what you assess. So, okay, it's 11 o'clock. For the past hour, I have been doing laundry. I was a 5 for engagement, but I was a 0 for energy because it doesn't really thrill me. So your 5 is your score out of 20. That's a pretty low vibrancy rate, pretty low frequency. So put that in the comment, and then I can help coach you on how to further raise your frequency and raise your vibration. And if you find that 3 times a day is too much, I forgot to even check in with myself. That takes too much time. That's too hard. My vibrant women are doing this for an entire week. And that tells you you're not present. If you can't remember to check in and do this 3 times a day, you're not present in the present moment with your life. And that will also lower your frequency. So you can be aligned with whatever it is you want, because every single thing in the world is available to you. And if you don't believe that, or if you believe it and then you act to the contrary, you're lowering your frequency and you're becoming less likely of creating that in your life. I would like to help you with that. If you are looking for support to raise that frequency, we are now accepting members for our Vibrant Woman program. If you're interested in knowing more about that, comment yes below and I'll send you some details. And let me know how the exercise goes for you, because it is Feel Good Friday, and feeling good is a high frequency, high vibration, and it attracts everything that you want in the universe because it is all available to you. Can't wait to see what you do with this exercise.